What's up, guys, and welcome to one more Shiba Inu daily price action. Today I will quickly talk about whatever we're going to be able to sustain this enormous pump that happened and pulled us back out of the previous dump in here. So we're currently right about here. We'll jump directly into the chart. So here we are currently on a daily chart. I'm going to pull Fibonacci retracement quickly. Trend based, so I'm going to go from the bottom all the way to the top, down to the swing low. Okay, and we can clearly see that we found a resistance right around this area, which is between 0.0015 and 0.0016. That's around this area. We clearly got rejected from 0.0019 because we were trying to go to 0.00002, but we clearly got rejected right there. We hit our head into the ceiling, and then we seen this pullback all the way down to 50% Fibonacci retracement. Found a really good support in here. You can see that by the size of the wick in here. So in here there's really not much to talk about. Let's go to 4 hours quickly. Again, like I said, potential drop in price that can happen from this current trend is roughly about 38.2%. We can see it right there. We have two indicators that are converging or intersecting at this point. That is our 20 EMA moving average and also our 38.2 Fibonacci retracement, and that also coincides with psychological level of 0.0008, right? Usually psychological levels, as we talked about here, you can clearly see that how SHIB was trading for almost long time. It was trading at these psychological levels. Sometimes we get a stronger pump, but we always get a pullback on tens, literally hundreds, thousands, whatever you call them, 1, 2, 3, 4. What is it, 100,000s, right, of a dollar. They continually kept trading on those levels. So pretty much Fibonacci retracement can be useful, but we can see that everything was going based on psychological levels in here. So I will quickly delete this Fibonacci retracement. Let's kind of go and see what's going on. I'm going to go to daily charts, and I'm going to use RCI indicator and see why do we see such a pullback in price as do we see it right now. Actually, let's go back to potentially 4-hour chart. Nothing. Let's go to 1-hour chart. Well, on 1-hour chart, if I kind of zoom out here a little bit, I can pull this back, move it around. I'm trying to, maybe for you guys to get a better picture on your cell phone, whoever is watching this. So speaking of relative strength index, so what do we see in here? We can clearly see that we had a spike in price in here and we reached kind of high level right there. There was this level. If we connect these 2 points, right? And then we had a pullback, and also the relative strength pulled back as well. The momentum, he pulled back as well. But we had a pump in the price. Guess what? RCI did not follow that price level, right? This price level. That's usually a bearish divergence. As you guys can see, went up in the price, down in the momentum. Usually what follows after that is another possible dump. And I'm talking about small time frame, guys. This is on 1-hour chart. Please bear that in mind. I don't want to scare anybody. This is going to go all the way down to 0. So let's take a look in here. What is the potential target price? First of all, here I would like to draw a couple patterns, just kind of to indicate a little bit. Let's close this RCI. Okay. Let me turn this off quickly, or like this. So what are we in a pattern sense? What do we got going on in here? Let me grab this. Well, we can go from here. And as you guys can see, we're riding on this like uptrend, right? On this, we had this support level down here. We did separate it from it. We came back, kissed it, again. Now we kissed it again on this level. That was right about 0.00126, as you guys see to the right side. Now let's take a look here what's going on. Okay, I'm gonna grab from the wicks. I usually don't like doing that, but it's okay. And I'm gonna hit the closes in here. If I don't do the wicks, we can call this rising channel, right? Rising channel. But if I grab the closings only in here, well, it's still a rising wedge regardless. So I'm gonna stay with the wicks for right now. And we can see it was a rising wedge, right? You guys can clearly see it. So the definition of a rising wedge, usually it's a bearish pattern. And how do we measure a potential target of downfall? But in the crypto, I've seen it plenty and plenty of times where we break to the upside. I've seen it billions of times. So let's kind of just observe in here. As we can see, we had a momentum pumping into this, and then we have a bounce. We find a support on this level. We had a pump again. We found the resistance. Dump, we found the support. And then we have a small pump in here, and we're finding support right in this level. But also, this is cup handle, as you guys can see it in here, perfectly defined. There's a plenty of indicators showing us that we might get a little pullback on a smaller time frame. So let's kind of place our target point. I usually go from the next point high in here, not all the way to here. Let me put, not to, I don't measure some people measure from here to there. I measure it actually from this point, from the second entrance points or from the last highest points wherever we break out. So some people measure from here. I do take it from there. So I will take my line. I'm going to make it from there all the way down to here. And if we do break somewhere, let's say around this level where our potential price will be, as you guys can see, it lines up right with our 200 moving average, which is potentially we can find a support right there. 2 hour daily moving average right there, as you guys can see. So also I would like to show you something else. Let's see in here, this is on 1 hour. Let's go to 4 hours, just kind of to have some idea. Let's go back to 1 hour again. So what we are seeing right now in here, let me see, okay, yeah, that looks pretty decent there. Okay, what we're seeing right now in here is we have this volume. This volume in here is a volume where most of the trading happened at a specific price level. This usually tells us where our support can be and resistances. We can clearly see there was a thinning of volume up there, and suddenly we've seen a change in price going downward. This potentially can be our clear support on this level, this traded volume around here. Yellow is how much was sold and blue is how much was bought, just for information. So potentially we can see a small pullback, I want to say all the way down to this level, roughly, right there. Potentially you can see this wicking down all the way to 200 EMA and quickly pull back up in the upwards direction. That is my prediction for today, guys. Please let me know in the comments what you think. I'm out.